Hello everyone! Welcome to another Mega Usap tayo, and today it's our episode 4, and once again I would like to thank everyone who keep on supporting us. And today I'm really very excited, guys, because working abroad is really a tough it's a top job, and you're very lucky if you meet a lot of people or even a single person in your journey working abroad, to be not only to be a friend but also to be you considered as part of your family. And normally working in abroad is not all about just working, going home, then go to the work or going to the church, but of course you want to make something really different in your life. You want to contribute something to your community or the people within the local, and that's what we're going to tackle today, how we can able to give it back to our community. And I have a very good friend of mine. In fact, we've been friends for almost 5 years now, and I'm very lucky because aside from being a friend, he introduced me also to his family. And every time I want vacation here in Philippines, I'm grateful to be invited to their house somewhere in Baler. Baler, which is considered as a secret surf capital of the Philippines. And at the moment, our inspiring guest, is currently working in a retail company, which is owned by one prominent woman, businesswoman in Qatar, Miss Annie. So shout out to Miss Annie. So without further ado, and with full excitement, please allow me to welcome one of the active volunteer in Qatar. Again, he's a good friend of mine, Miss Ahmed Del Son Santor, or you can reach his social media via AS Blography. So let me just call Ahmed again. Ahmed. So just waiting for Ahmed. So thank you for watching, by the way, eyelashes. Hi, Ahmed. Hi.
Hello.
How are
Good
you
morning.
naman?
I
Yeah,
know
good
it's
morning.
already afternoon
It's noon,
in Manila.
yes.
Yeah, it's afternoon
Afternoon
in
in
Manila.
Manila, same in Qatar. How's the weather
Yeah.
there?
No, it's doing well now. It's the weather's going not little hot. It's something like the weather's going well. I think it's about to start the winter soon. The winter will come soon. And we
Yes,
will
and
missing you here already.
I miss you all
Looks
also,
like it's
guys. And
yeah.
yeah, and thank you also for your constant big support.
Yeah, of
And of
course.
course, we have here eyelashes and suffer trouble bite. Yeah, thank you so much. So, guys, if you have any questions, so you can just put a comment, and we will do our best to answer every questions that you will throw to us. Okay.
Okay.
So, by the way, Ahmed, to be honest, I'm really very interested since a lot of people now are aware that we're going to talk about volunteering, which is for me,
Yeah.
volunteering is really life, especially if you're working abroad, diba? So you don't want to be bothered on the same time. Also, you want to make a difference for the community,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
volunteering is normally it's like a backbone of any organization, especially if kung nagsisimula pa lang sila and they cannot able to, or they don't have enough fund para
Yes.
to pay, di babayaran yung mga money o yung human power nila. So they will hire, or somehow they will encourage some volunteers to join, di ba, and to build
Yeah.
their company. 'Di ba? So for
Yes,
me,
it's
I'm
yeah,
just
that's
curious. Yeah. Sige. Yes, Ahmed.
sige. Sige. Let's start.
Parang
You know that I'm
nahiya
not
ka pa magat.
no, you know that I'm not too much comfortable having interview, but because of friendship, I'm doing it for you. You know
Yeah,
that
that's why I'm very grateful.
even
Thank
now
you
I'm
so
working in a
much.
retail company, you know, I'm hiding from the camera. I'm just in the back.
Yeah, I know.
You know that one,
And I
right?
miss watching the mind
Yeah.
segment. Shout out to Doha Trendsetter, especially
Yeah, thank you so much, the
to very
trendsetter.
humble and kind Madam
Yeah,
Annie. Annie
yes.
Esmer. Barcelona, right?
Yeah, Annalyn Barcelona is mayor. Yeah.
Nakalimutan mo yung name ng amo mo,
That's
Ahmed, ah.
our UFEC, yeah, United Filipino Entrepreneur Qatar chairman. She's our
Yes,
chairman
and
for the UFEC, yeah. So it means she's focusing on the Filipino entrepreneurs in Qatar. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe we met also in one of the events because I've been did a lot of volunteering with the Filipino community back in Qatar, right? But anyways, we're not talking about me. We're going to know
Talk
more
about
about
yeah,
you.
about
Yes, and your
yes, and
volunteering.
about the community volunteering. Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what, to be honest, compared to Philippines, we have more access. And I mean, it's very easy to get involved into the community, especially in Qatar. If
Yeah.
we have some Philippine events, right? I like the Philippines. So I wish
Yes,
sana sa
it's
Pilipinas
more
maging
easy. Yeah.
ganon kadali.
We
Di
hope that
ba?
there's something like all Filipinos because it's in the Filipino we have a lot of things to do, especially in the community, beach cleanup, anything that's will help Philippines supposed to be. We need to raise awareness about that one because in the Philippines we just having fun, but something like we don't go too much in the community. You know that, right? Because actually,
Exactly.
if you will doing community service in the Philippines, they will just tell you you're just papampam, you know that the word
Exactly.
papampam, or you're just
And
seeking for attention like that. If you will doing
exactly.
fundraising, you will just they just tell, oh, this one just want for the
Yeah. They're looking
want to
for
get some
fame.
yeah, fame like that.
Attention, exactly. And some of the
They're not so
Filipinos
supportive, yeah.
also, yeah, and some of the Filipinos also are like they always looking forward that the government should do that for the
Yeah,
community, right? Yeah. Instead of
yes.
why don't we why don't we stretch our hand, and help to make our community or to make difference for the lives of others as well. Hi, eyelashes. May comment sa eyelashes. But
Yeah.
anyways, okay. So I'm just
Tar-
curious, Ahmed, how did you start in volunteering? Because we've been friends for
Actually,
5 years now, right?
yeah, yes. And you didn't know how it started, something like that. Because when I'm
Yes.
working in the supermarket, there's sometimes reading is my hobbies. Long time ago, when I'm
Yeah.
still have a strong eyesight, reading is my hobby. So when I'm working in the supermarket, I used to go to stock room or damage room area where you can find the expired items, old newspapers like that. Then I'm reading this Philippine Star ngayon. Shout out Philippine Star ngayon
Yeah.
or
Philippine Star
yeah,
ngayon. Yeah.
Philippine
Very
ngayon. Yeah.
famous
I'm
local
reading that, yeah.
newspaper in Qatar.
I'm reading that one this newspaper specifically in the
Yes.
community
Section.
community section, yeah. I read this one in the community section that this this Run the World Festival, which is tie up with my current sponsor before. She's holding that group before. So that they're looking for something like a volunteering youth organization like that. Sounds like that. So I kind of interested about this youth organization. So I tried to visit their office, which is located in Umar bin Al Khattab, which is near to Queen Medical, the old Queen Medical, which is in near to Umar
Near
bin Al
Bellagio.
Khattab.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And near Bellagio Mall.
it's not yet in the Bellagio Mall. Their
Not
office
just in
before
Bellagio
is
Mall.
in yeah. Their office before is in Umar bin Al Khattab, near to the Umar bin Al Khattab Mosque. I'm
Yeah,
not,
which is
which is the
owned
one is
by
the Al Rayyan.
Farid. Yeah, Farid family,
Yeah,
like
which is
Mo
yeah,
and
yeah,
Mariam Farid, right?
yeah, which is
Known
own
athlete. Yeah.
yeah, which is the one is the youth organization was started by Mo Farid. So I started with them like something like doing some brainstorming like that. Brainstorming, then leadership training. We started with leadership training. Yeah, this typical leadership training. You
What? That's great,
then
huh?
something like when you started in they will yes we start leadership training. Then after that, this something like we are I think than 15 person different nationality. Then
From
we
that
will making us supposed to
organization.
be we will yeah from that organization we have something like 15 or something like 20 max 20 person. I'm not sure about the how many of us before that time in the team.
Yeah.
Then we are trying to move forward. He challenged us to make something like an event, which is the Run the World Festival. If you remember that one, you know that one because
Yes,
that's
yes,
the first
yes,
time that
yes.
you, yeah, Run the World Festival. But by that time, I didn't much pursue that time because we need too much time, and I'm working in supermarket. You know, that time I'm working in supermarket. I having a broken ship and I'm closing ship, so I cannot attend their
Their
session
event.
like that. Yeah, there something like for the community involvement already. So I just decided to quit that event.
I
But
thought you
during
decided to quit
the
your
yeah
job.
no I because I'm just
Just
new that
kidding.
in Qatar. I think something I'm just 1 year like that in my work, and I can't quit my work because I'm under sponsorship already, so I can't quit. So
Yeah.
I just share their platforms like that, sharing their platforms, just support, even I'm not working with them already. Then after that, so that events pursue in the something like first season, but in the second season, I already worked to Madam Annie, which I used to, you know, Facebook. You can see some groups like that, community events like that. I started to look for community events like that because I really want to socialize to the community. Then after that, and something like a coincidence, they're looking also for volunteer to SAR in the Run the World Festival, which is the second, yeah, yeah, the second season. So by that time, I started the community in the involved in the bazaar.
That event.
By that time, I'm under
Yes.
under Ma'am Arlie De La Cruz, which is the owner of the Alfred Zapatos. If you remember Alfred Zapatos, the famous Alfred
Yes.
Zapatos from Marikina, like that. She's the I work with her. Then we are the ones in charge in the games. You know this sack race, this this
Yeah, like
kadang-kadang. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, the
yes, yes, I
fardo is for the
remember
Filipino like that.
the Filipino
Yeah,
games.
and since something like by that time, then I started to meet you by those people because we are they're common friends of yours. So when I started to look to the something like posts, photos uploaded in social media, I see there's a, you know, in Facebook there's something like a friend suggestion, right? Then I started to
Yes.
look with to whom I will communicate or to ask for a volunteering. Then I started to send you a friend request. Then you accept it. Unluckily that you accept it.
So at that time,
Then I start to
I'm more than
yeah,
friendly.
yes, you know, yeah, I know you're more than friendly by that time. Then you accept that my friend request because of the friend suggestion, because we are you are a common friend with Madam Annie and this Filipino leaders in Doha. So I send you if I remember, I send you a message in how I think I asked you how can I volunteer or how can I
Yeah,
join
how
the
can you able to join,
community.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
event? Yes.
Yeah, that's why, because I really want and I'm looking forward to something like more volunteer with some groups that you are attending that. Then after that, if I remember, is the first one that we meet is during February 4, 2015.
2015,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I believe that's
Yeah,
in Mia
February 4.
Park, right?
Yeah, it's in Mia Park,
In
the
Mia Park.
reading festival. Reading festival. We worked there. Then that's the first time that I met you. But we looks like something like, you know, if you're having the same heart in the community, just there's no more time to, you know, you will feeling comfortable to each other like that. That's the first
Exactly,
time that
because
we
if
worked
yeah,
together. Yeah, yeah.
because if you're like if you have the same interest and you have passion, so you will see that in one meet you will have a click. You know, you will feel comfortable to each other. Like you have the feeling that is no longer a friend or like a stranger that time, but you consider it already as
Yeah.
a friend or a family, right? So thank you for that message
Yes,
for
yeah,
asking
yeah, yeah.
for a friend
That's a long
request.
story.
But
It's a
anyways,
long story.
since it was 5 years ago, do you still remember like who or what influenced you to do this kind of volunteering in the community? For sure, you've been a lot of volunteerings, not only in Qatar but also in Philippines. So, do you still remember like do you have someone which is very special to you, or is there a
Mhm.
certain event that influenced you to be part of the giving back to the community?
Actually, there's no. I think that uh, I got from it's from high school principal, because usually when I'm in high school, I'm really they're calling me as a environmentalist, but I didn't
I
follow that
want.
course. Actually, yeah, yeah, that
So
one.
high
Yeah,
school in
something like
Baler, right? In
yeah,
Baler,
it's high school in
Baler, Quezon, yeah.
I something like it's something like in the I have something like if you were doing this slogan, this poster making.
Yeah, poster
I'm not
making.
yeah post I'm not poster making, of course. I'm slogan debate with something like about the nature thing, like this nature advocacies like that, something like for the waste segregation. I mean, I'm too
Yeah,
much
so
fan
we'll
of
do a
it like that.
slogan or team
Yeah,
related.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. In that by that time, my our principal, or which is he's our values
Teacher.
education teacher at the same time also. So he told me, because I'm excelling in this, when you're making an essay about the environment, about this waste segregation. So he told me, why you don't pursue something like related to environment, or like this one, agricultural, like that. But I
Yes.
didn't pursue, of course. Something like I'm desperate to continue that motivation. So when I'm here in Doha, I started that want to engage in the community. In Doha, there's a lot of beach cleanup. There's a lot
Yes,
of
exactly.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, beach clean up,
maybe
like
maybe in maybe
medical
in this
services mission.
medical services mission like that. So I feel like, okay, maybe I would this way that I supposed to continue what is my passion, which is I did in my during my college days and high school days. So that's why I started to the community,
Yeah,
and
since you're
that's it.
already yeah in the community and you involve in a lot of community services, do you have any what do you call this? Is there anything that you've learned in every event that you've been attended to, or like something specific or memorable for you from any events?
I think for me, maybe there's something memorable for me. It's of course where which is the youth company, because they motivate me to become a person who will be socialized to the community. Because when I'm in high school, I'm not fan of talking to person. I'm not so person, because
Yeah.
my
Until now,
grandmother.
actually,
Yeah,
you're a bit shy.
yeah, actually, yeah. If you will not talk to me, I will not talk to you. That's my thing. When I'm in when during my childhood, I used to stay in the house because of my grandmother is so strict. If you will finish the school, supposed to be go home. This
Yes,
the
that's
old
exactly.
our grandma like that. You need to go home up something like after the school. You need to go home 5 o'clock like that. If you will be late, they will pick you up in the school, something like that. So I didn't socialize to anyone, and also I didn't. Usually my playmates is only our neighbors. So I'm very selective to friends or to talk to someone. That's just my. So when I'm with the TYC, the youth company did me how to mingle to the different nationality. But by that time, that something like I'm 21, and supposed to be the requirements for the youth organization is something like 16 to
Yeah, I
18.
think 16,
But
17.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 16 to 18. But maybe they something like they see me as something like want me to join the team, so they give exemption to me because I'm by the time when I'm come to Doha, I'm already 21. So by that time I'm 22. So I'm overage for their youth organization. I'm just the one who's
Yeah.
their brother,
So you're
but if you
already
will
one of the
consider, yeah,
mentor.
yeah, no, 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 no. I'm supposed to be their brother, so they're very doubtful. Why? How come you joined the TYC? Because the age is something like 16 to 18. So I didn't know they just accept my. They just accept because before you signed in, there's something like a registration, the online
Yeah. Actually,
registration,
we
which
have
is you
the
will.
same sentiments because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
much older than you, right? So because for me
yeah,
that time, I'm involved in other organization also as much as possible. If I have a free time, I want to involve more. Then I went to the youth company also to register, and like there's a age bracket from 16, and because me I'm above, I'm almost 30 that time, so I'm
yeah,
quite I'm quite uncomfortable, and also I'm hesitant to do it. So what I did, I contact directly Mo Farad. That's why
yeah, 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 yeah.
it become
And also,
our bridge also.
yeah, and also that's Mr. Muhammad Farid. He's so open-minded to volunteer. It's something like he will break the rule of the requirements if you are really interested. Maybe he sees something like that, so that's why he accept my registration form like that
Yeah,
because
because
he's the one who's
volunteering,
handling.
yes.
Yeah, because he's the one who's I think he's the one who's handling before that time the registration. So maybe he just consider it to me.
Yeah, and also volunteering should not talk about your age or your gender. It should be
Yeah.
about your passion or what you can contribute to the community,
Mm.
right? That's I think for me
Yeah,
that
but
matters most.
yeah. And also since because actually supposed to be I'm not supposed to join because if you will see TYC is the youth company, so it means it's a company which is associated with the youth. But something like they
Yes.
have consideration also as well. So I'm so thankful about that one. So as you said, that is the most I first most memorable thing because that is the way that I started to the community. And the second one that's most uh, maybe when I
Memorable for
started
you,
to
yeah.
memorable for me is when I started to join the this our famous the I love Qatar.net, which is run by our boss Khalifa Al
Yeah,
Farouk.
Boss K. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to
because
our
of
Boss K.
out
I love
because of you.
Qatarnet
Yeah,
family.
yeah, that is the most second most because it's something like it's give me more.
Ahmed, can you hear me? Yeah. I think we're facing internet failure. Yes. Thank you, Team Pabico. Nawawala. There. Magsalita ka nga, Ahmed. Okay, we will do a part two, Ahmed, huh? Ahmed. Okay, we will back, guys, and my apology for the inconvenience. So we will do a part two with Mr. Ahmed Santor in the next 3 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to our Mega Usap Tayo episode 4. And again, back with Ahmed Delson Santor. And we're discussing about volunteering, its benefits, and how to spread positivity for the community. There, Ahmed. Yeah, my apology for the inconvenience, guys. I think earlier we both experiencing internet failure. As you know, I'm away from Qatar, so we have differences of line. So let me just reach Ahmed again. Please bear with us. Oh, there. Hi, Tempe, Team Pabico. Thank you for the support and for watching us. There
Yeah.
you go, Ahmed. Yeah. Back to you,
It's
Ahmed. Antahay, di
on
ba?
my side because I'm using my iPad. It's
Ay,
connected to the
wow.
Wi-Fi upstairs. So, and I'm here downstairs of the house of our company
Sponsored,
accommodation. So,
yeah.
so the I just use my phone instead because it's connected here down neighborhood because that iPad is having a weak signal. But
Yeah, anyways,
just
thank
be
you for
sorry.
your patience and also
Yeah,
to the people
yeah.
following us, watching us. Thank you so much, guys. So now back with Mega Usap tayo with Ahmed. So as you were saying earlier, so you mentioned our Boss King I Love Quatarnet, right? Your one of your
Yes.
memorable experience with this well-known organization in Qatar.
Yeah, because something like, just same like TYC. I love Qatar.net starting, it's not yet that much fully equipped with stuff, right? So they're looking for
Exactly.
something like internship, volunteer. So because of your initiation by that time, you encouraged me to join. But really that time I don't like, right?
Yeah,
Because
yes.
I'm not like to socialize with much person or something like big crowd. You encouraged me to something like, started with photography, if you know that one.
Yeah,
Started
because I
for the
found you that
photography. Yeah.
passion. You have the good eye in capturing objects, and for me, to be honest,
Y-
I'm more than grateful with you guys and also the rest of the pioneer volunteers with Alab Qatarnet because if you're not there, I mean, I will be working like alone. Alone like I mean myself. Of course, we
Yeah.
have the I Love Qatar team from them. But I mean, without my co-volunteers also, I think it will not be more, for me, more productive or more meaningful in joining an activity because I find you not only as a volunteers, but
Yes.
eventually, yeah, it nurtured and it cultivated in our family. So we've been in this kind of activities for 5 years now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
because
owe
of
you a
something like
lot,
that.
to be honest.
No, we owe you a lot too.
No.
Because we start, you know that one. You're just being humble, you know.
It's not being humble, it's just being happiness. You
Yeah.
know me, I always speaks
Yeah.
from the heart, and I always be grateful with you guys, like from the
And also
very
the good thing about
beginning.
that one, yeah. And also the good thing, something like we are growing now. Something like we're
Exactly.
growing friends to the community, which is engaged to the community, likes this shout out to some of our friends, which is Travel Bite, eyelashes and in Wonderland, something like now they started to know where we started,
Yes,
how we started
exactly.
in the community. Yeah.
And that time, way back, like I remember, I started my volunteering activities in Qatar is 2011, 2012. So we don't have that label for like some people who's claiming that they are bloggers or influencers. That time
Yeah,
we're
we're
just fun. Yeah, that time we're just fun of collecting pictures, videos, then posting it in our Facebook, right, in YouTube or in our Twitter.
eh,
But anyways,
and
time
you,
really fast and it's really
mm,
evolving, and the good thing is a lot of people they're enhancing the capabilities and their talent in doing in editing videos, and doing this blogging thing now. So we learn a lot
and
from
you know,
there.
yeah, and also when we started volunteering already, something like the social media, not that's so, we're not so fan of posting the photos. We're just something like, okay, we'll just go for team building. We'll just go to the secret, but we don't post our photos that much, like something like all the details,
Exactly,
because we want
because
also
that
something
time
like, yeah,
we're enjoying our company
yeah,
with
we're enjoying
everyone,
our,
like, we're
yeah,
enjoying each
company only,
people,
yeah,
yeah, in the team.
yeah.
I miss that very
But
much,
if
no, but
uh, but if we will consider taking photos and documenting each details, maybe you know we have a lot of photos to take. Even we having our
exactly.
own photographer brother,
Photographers
which
that
is
time, yeah, a volunteer,
Kuya Alan,
yeah,
Kuya
Kuya
Alan, Kuya
George
George,
and
and
Photo
Miss.
Addict, yes.
So we have that much access for taking photos, but we just if we will just go out, we'll just enjoy the time. You don't need to take the photos that much. That's the requirement supposed to be before, right? You
Yes,
will tell that
exactly.
no phone, and don't upload it because we want to enjoy
Exactly.
the moment. It's just something like a photo shoot before in the secret. That's only the thing that we have. But more other than it, there's a more memorable thing that we have than those photos, right?
Yeah, I remember
And
also in my previous accommodation, you used to go there, like to cook a lot, and we gathered a lot. And
yeah,
if there's event,
we almost something like your house, your villa. It's always our home for the community, the heart of our
exactly, yeah.
community event.
Inshallah someday. But I mean, the good thing, yes, at least we're cherishing moments from the past that somehow give us an impact, develop us, and now you want to look forward for more like event that where we can able to contribute, and also to meet a lot of people, to interact a lot of people, and we learn from each other. So I think for me that's volunteering. So for you, personally, what is volunteering for you, Ahmed?
I think something like you just need to. For me, volunteering is something like you need to communicate. Something like it's communication to the community, to the people around you, how you can help them. Something like in your simple way. Because
Yes,
for us, we are not just volunteering in the community, but sometimes some people. Oh, I miss
yeah.
those sounds in the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry,
No, but that's fine. That's part of the community. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. But let's go
Lucky,
back.
you're lucky you cannot hear the sound of the birds. Actually, they
Yeah, but
started laughing. Yeah.
yeah. No, no, because for me it's something like being a volunteer in the community. It's not something like you will be involved in the community. Something like your personal. This. How can I will say this one? For example, your physical appearance only in the community, but
Yeah, your
it's supposed to be
presence.
something
Yes.
like yep, your presence is not only physical, but something like you will be active in your platforms also. For example, someone asks you, you posted the photos for the breast cancer awareness campaign. Then someone sent you a message, how to volunteer or how can I reach out for this community because I have something to consult or having a consultation. So you
Yes.
must
And
be open about that one. Give the right information for those people you need to contact like that. So most of the people they're trying to contact me how to something like, because I have, that
To
I
be
remember,
part,
you
how
remember,
to join, yeah.
how to be part. You need to share that. It's something like volunteering is not only about you; it's about everyone. So don't don't take that volunteering just on you, but supposed to be you need to share something like that.
Exactly. And
That's
like
yeah,
volunteering is really giving, because you need to
yeah.
give your
Volunteering is
heart to the
yeah,
community, right? And
yeah,
also you need, like as you said, I totally agree with you. Like if every time you post something, you own that, you own it. But of course,
yeah,
you're not expecting someone might ask you regarding that event or that post. But of course, at least you know that you have the information, the accurate or specific information from that event. At least if someone might ask you, you're obliged to share, right? Don't
yes,
just
yes,
skip
yes.
it, yeah,
Actually,
because volunteering
yeah,
is hard, right?
and
Because I mean,
also it's something like yeah. And
yes,
also
Ahmed.
especially something like for example this breast cancer awareness, so someone will contact you how I can be something I want to have the test like this one, so you have to have a knowledge at least to whom or to which company they're supposed to contact with, something like for example where is the office of the breast cancer, this Qatar Cancer Society. You
Society,
must know
yes.
all the details. Yes, you must know about the details, how the people will contact with them, because that is so important thing to give information to some people that really need the help of the community, especially if something like they're really in need of it. Just
Yes,
like I have, because remember before I asked the contact number of the Qatar Cancer Society because someone asked me because he's having, I think, he thought that he's having signs or having
the symptoms,
signs and
yeah.
symptoms of symptoms. So he want to ask for to do the test, but he don't know to whom he will go because if especially if you are sick, you're really shy to go to doctor. Something like you are shy and at the
You're
same time you are
afraid, yes,
afraid.
afraid, yes,
You are afraid.
exactly.
So some person are looking for someone to talk with, to ask for help. So we must be open about that one. Or just something like some people, because I usually contacted some person before also, just to help this friend. So they're just being seen mode. Supposed to be you're not kind
So
of
they
that
just
one.
ignored, yes.
They just supposed to be you are so open minded to give and share the information to everyone because the small thing that we will do for giving information is really helpful for someone. Now she's so thankful and she's doing also the blog about her journey in fighting
Well,
breast
that's
cancer.
good to
And
hear, yeah.
yeah, and Alhamdulillah, is so thankful about me because I give the information, and I'm so thankful also for Qatar Cancer Society. Shout out to the Qatar Cancer Society because they're giving everyone who's really want to have the medication, it's for totally free here in
Yeah,
Doha.
all three, yeah, in
Yeah,
Qatar, yes,
all free.
exactly.
You just need to have your health card, then bring all the documents that they are needed in their office. They will contact you. They are so updated. Something like they are the one who's contacting the patient. That's really so helpful to
Yeah, yes,
everyone. Yeah.
exactly. And that's good to
Yeah.
hear. And since you mentioned about the Qatar Cancer Society, so I just want to inform everyone that's next month will be the
Yeah.
breast cancer month. Yeah, that's October. And we're storing a
Yeah.
lot of
That's why. That's why
surprises.
I'm
So we
worried.
have yeah, yes. That's why I noticed also you're wearing pink. And on the
Yeah.
same time, I
Just
just want
to.
to tell it in the public that next month we have some inspiring guests also that will share their stories
Yeah.
regarding the breast cancer awareness. So it will be a campaign
They're
also
giving
in our
something like
platform.
their journey, how they serve, how they they become a survivor, and how they will share their stories to the community also, just to give information for everyone.
Yes.
And
And
that's it.
also you mentioned that like your friend is very grateful with you. So it is
Yeah,
a good idea because unlike before, accessing those information, like if you want to get a details, not that easy Unlike now, you
Yes,
can see in Google, you can search Google, you can see in the social media, like if you're looking for Qatar Cancer Society or any events firm that you want to join to do a volunteering, it's very easy now, unlike before, right?
very easy. Yes, it's really easy, something like that. And also the good thing about that one, we have good access in the internet here in Doha. That's the
Yes,
good thing.
exactly. Very, very
Yeah,
fast, right?
yeah, they're very fast in growing about the internet connection. So the social media is so not so common now in Doha. Not like before, we're just depending in the newspaper. Not that much before in the Facebook, right?
Yes,
You know
exactly. At
that
least now you can
already.
see everything online, so it's very easy to, in just
Yeah.
one swipe, you can see everything. You can access all,
Yeah.
right? But anyway,
And
since I believe we're in stage 4 now, right? Phase 4 in
yeah,
Qatar.
phase 4, yeah.
Yeah, phase 4 for
Alhamdulillah, no?
this pandemic. Yeah, we're almost done. Inshallah, we're able to get the accurate vaccine to
And also,
totally fight this
I'm
COVID
looking
19.
forward also, yeah. I'm looking forward also this thing to be finished, this pandemic, so that we can go back to the community. Because if you are in love to the community, you really
You
want
will
to go out, go to the you're missing those things in the community, this beach cleanup thing,
exactly.
and it's
We
something
miss a
like
lot
the
of those activities.
because
So during
supposed to be this October is also the Orido Marathon, right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
Olido
I think so.
Marathon, exactly.
Orido
Yes,
Marathon.
inshallah. But at least luckily, last week they were able to do the Wanda Diamond League. Remember, we were part
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Wanda Diamond League from previous years. Yeah, that's a memorable one for me also. But anyway, so since you're already in stage 4, I'm just curious, what have you learned during those time of pandemic?
Mm.
Yeah. Have you
Actually,
discovered something unusual from you, or what made you busy during this pandemic? Because as much as we want to go out and to give back to the community, but we need to really observe the safety protocols, right?
yeah, yeah. Actually, something like during the pandemic, it didn't stop me to something like the pandemic didn't stop us to share the blessing in this volunteering. Because if you remember, I have some these common friends of us, Mom
Yes.
Candy. Yeah, I I I did told you before that something like we are collecting some
Some good
donations.
yeah donation.
And then something like we are reaching out to the people who really in help. Something like, of course, most of us, we didn't work for how long, maybe something like
Almost
most
five
of the
months.
people, they don't have work because of the
Yes,
pandemic.
exactly.
We Some of our Filipinos or some of the OFWs, they encountered that they don't have work because of the situation. All work is suspended like that. So really, really, they want something like a little help, something like for common necessities. So we created this group. Then some donors contacting us. Then directly the donors, they will contact those beneficiaries, and then they're giving this goods for them, something like
Yes, rather
rice.
than giving it directly to the organization, right? At least somehow we can
Yeah,
combat the spread of the virus. That's a good thing in Qatar because there's a lot of community and they're all willing
yeah.
to
There's a lot.
reach out, especially during
Yeah,
the pandemic, right? So inshallah
yeah.
here,
That
the same in Philippines also will experience the same camaraderie and
yeah.
volunteering spirit, right?
Yeah, supposed to be that's what we need to do in the Philippines, that one. Because as I said before, if you were doing community service in the Philippines, they just said, oh, she's just want to get fame. He just want to boost his Instagram. He want just to boost his page like that. That's the common. That is the only thing that
The
I
way of
really don't
thinking,
like for
yes.
something like the crab mentality. That's what we call it in the
Exactly, because
Philippines.
some
Something like that.
Filipino are thinking like that. To be honest, I see a lot of people they doing those things like as a show, as a front
Yeah.
show, just to get fame or to get attention. But I don't see really the heart. For me, I think if you don't have the heart or the passion to do the thing, better than do it, rather than people might throw bad words about you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
better
That's
do your own passion,
mm,
and from there, right, you will achieve something which is really deserving for you.
yeah. And also, it's a good thing. Also, something like just like some, for example, those are famous celebrities which doing the communities. That's why they really don't like to post it in their social media
Social media,
platforms,
yeah.
their community service, because they don't like something, to bash by the people that they're less there. They just want to get more fame about that one. So I understand our artists or our Filipino actresses,
Celebrity.
yeah, celebrity. I understand their side that they don't like to share their something like community service in their social media platforms because you know
Yeah, that's
this
okay.
is
But I think
happening
for me,
already.
if you will ask me personally, I do a lot of sharing of my community events because it's not I want to get fame or people to get notice of me, but because at least I want to give the people that here in Qatar is very accessible. Like wherever
Yeah, yeah,
you like it's very easy. Like if you want to do a
yeah.
volunteering, you can access here in Qatar. So
And
that's why
also,
I do a lot of sharing because I want the people to know that what I can do, you can do also. It doesn't, regardless of your age, your gender, or your status in the society, right?
yeah, actually, that is also the point of sharing it in our social media platform. Something like we want to the people, we want people to know that Doha is accessible for anything, for volunteering, for something like government services. Those things is so accessible in Doha. You just need to take the right information, just go to the right offices. It's so accessible now. Just having the
Yeah,
Google itself, you can do it. So
exactly.
it's nothing to. It's not
And
about to
like the
fame, but to
same
share
common
it with
friends,
everyone.
yeah, the same common friends also, right? If you have the same common friends, very easy to have the access.
Yeah, it's something like that. That's what we call it. Sharing is caring, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
So now
sharing
we're
is.
approaching, inshallah, COVID-19, we're almost finished. So for sure, a lot of people is really looking forward to go out, and also to those we have the heart and passion for the community. For sure, they're all looking forward to get involved in those activities like beach cleaning, medical mission, like what else,
uh,
sports activities for
Sports
charity
activities,
causes.
of course.
Yes. So, what advice can you give them to those aspiring volunteers?
I think just because especially for this volunteering, you need of course a time for it. You just don't need to something like, okay, I want to volunteer, but you don't have time. So if you're really having the passion for volunteering, you have to set a time for it. Something like we need to be something like we need to use the smart thing. Something like you need to be specific for what is your goal, which uh, which community you want to engage. Then you need to be something like what do you call this one? Sorry, my English is shortage.
No. I'm
You
the
know,
one who's
something like
getting a nosebleed, to be honest.
just a minute. No, let's say we will start again.
Yeah, like in the
For me, something
volunteering,
like
as you're saying.
for those want to volunteer, of course, if you have the passion for it, you have to set a time for it. Something like, okay, specific, let's say a specific day. Something like, for example, Wednesday is my free time. So you have to deal with it. You have to set the time. Because for me, volunteering is not about the time of the event. You have to look for
Yes.
something. It will fit in your time. Something like you just need to just give a time for even just one Friday in a month. It's so useful already for you. You can do the volunteering already. Just set the time for it.
Exactly.
Because yeah, usually in the volunteering, just like what we do before, because since I'm working in the supermarket, my time is not so good for the Friday because usually in the supermarket,
They're
Friday
very
is a busy
busy.
day. So
Yeah.
already set one Friday for time being of a month. I set a one Friday. I supposed to ask my supervisor, my manager that I have a community service on this day. I supposed to take a day off like that. So I'm so thankful for that company, of course, because they helped me to involve in the community. They give me time. It's just something like your courage. Just tell to your sponsor, just that you have the passion. If they will see that you have the passion for the community and volunteering, for sure they will agree with you. Because most of
Exactly.
the company now, because of the most of company, of course, there's a specific day off. Specifically in the sales, they don't give Friday. But if you really want, I think you did
Yes.
something. No, that's okay. So just set the time. That's the most important thing. Just set a time for the volunteering, and that's it. It's only the time. Just set a time, and if you have really the passion, you can do it. Just open your heart freely and start to do it. There's nothing
I,
will stop you. Yeah, there's
I
nothing will
agree
stop you
with
here
you.
in the.
I agree with you,
Yeah,
Ahmed. And also, like in volunteering, try to think of a causes or charity that you truly feel about. So,
yeah,
very easy for you to communicate and you will really love what you are doing. Like, for example, if you know you're fond of going outside, uh, picking up provisions under the sun, right? Go for it, right? But
yeah.
not to go there then in the middle of you're doing the activity, you're
You just
making
take it.
arte
Yeah,
making drama, right? So then go there.
yeah.
So just find another, like you're into blood donation, go to blood donation, or you're into admin, something like
Yeah,
that. For me,
there's
that's
a
very
lot of things that you
important,
can do.
right?
Yeah, just look for your passion in which community you really want to be. Something like just what you said.
Exactly,
Okay,
and
you like
commitment matters
yeah,
also.
commitment matters, of course. Something like for example, beach cleanup, because you need to be under the sun. So if
The
you don't
sun, and
like
we did a lot
to
of beach
like
cleanup, right?
yeah, something like if you really don't like your skin to become tan, so it's not for you. Something like that.
Yes,
If
exactly.
you're
So
really
it's
so
better go
if
in
you're
in,
see
in an
if you're so
indoor
maarte and
charity
something
event.
like it, so it's okay. You just go to indoor. No one will pushing you to do the beach cleanup if you're not to it. No one will tell you to okay, let's do the beach cleanup. You're supposed to do this. No, no one. You have the free will to choose. There's a lot of volunteering opportunities in Doha. It's not only the beach cleanup. It's not only the breast cancer awareness campaign. It's not only for the mental health awareness. There's a lot of things to do here in Doha. There's a Filipino
Exactly.
community. Sporting events here in Doha, the football, the crickets. There's a lot.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
entertainment,
there's also
medical
basketball,
missions. Yes,
volleyball,
a lot.
medical
Exactly.
mission, marathon. There's a lot of things to do in Doha. You just need to set the time, which is your passion. That's the most thing. Only the time, even just a day, and you will enjoy. You will enjoy the one day of your day off in a month or in a week with this most memorable volunteering event that we can do. Because
Yeah,
see,
that's good to hear from you,
yeah,
Ahmed.
yeah, because for me, actually, I'm so thankful for my company before in Alsad, the Food Palace Supermarket, because I've been there for 10 years with them. So I didn't realize that it stayed long for them because they give me the access to the community. They gave me a chance to go for volunteering. You will not you will not believe me that I having only this minimal salary there, but they give me the opportunity to go to events, go to the community. That's the most thing that they give to me, which is cannot
And
be
that's
paid by
already
any
an
amount of
achievement.
money.
Yeah, and that's already
Yeah,
achievement for you.
yeah, you cannot those experience that they gave to me with their honor, with their giving me the time to engage to the community. That is the most thing and cannot be paid by money. Something like it's worthless. You can say it's worthless because if they will not allow me, of course, I'm not the I'm not
You will not
into
push,
community by
yeah,
now.
yeah, you will not
Yeah, I
push
didn't
yourself,
push.
exactly.
I just maybe let's say that maybe I get a better work, but I didn't get any more friends. I'm not being socialized to anyone. Because okay, let's say that I didn't stay for them for 10 years or having a good work. For sure, I just stayed in in my room, just sitting alone. That's is really my attitude. Even for time being, during my day off, actually, and my family knows that one.
Yes.
During my day off, I actually just stayed in my room if I don't have events. That is really me. That is the other side of
At least you
the,
find your heart now,
yeah, something like that.
you're at peace now. And for that, Ahmed, I want to thank you for sharing your inspiring story, and also for the trust you've given us, and also
Yeah,
to the public. So inshallah, I wish you all the best, and someday hope to see you again and sharing our own passion. And to those
yeah.
people who are really aspirants to do a volunteering, you're free to do it as long as you have the heart and you know what you really want to do to be able to give back to the community. Sometimes they're saying it the thoughts that counts, but the most important thing, you always to do things which is always coming from the heart, or you have the sincerity. Right.
Yes.
So thank you once again, Ahmed, for the
Thank
time.
you so much
And
also
yeah,
for the opportunity.
thanks to
Thank you so
you.
much for allowing me
Yes.
to share my experience.
Yeah. So inshallah next time again, huh? So
Yeah. Hope
take
inshallah we
care,
will do
Ahmed.
something like community service also in Philippines. Supposed to be we need to push through about that one.
Yes, inshallah. Well,
Right? Yeah.
actually, yes. I'm trying to to get engaged now with our community here in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
inshallah, because still
But
at the end of the day, we'll just not just work abroad to stay there for the rest of our life. So we still want to looking
yeah.
forward to be with our family, and of course to be more productive in our own country. That matters most.
Yes. Actually, I did once, I think once or twice, but I didn't post it in my social media because in the Philippines the situation. That's why I'd rather not to post it. But we did something like feeding program. You can start in your own. You can start in your own something like in your own school, in your something like in your alumni organization.
Yes, yes,
It's a simple
exactly.
way of giving to the community. It's not that much big, but at least you can help. We need to something like those communities, something like they are waiting for us to be contact with.
But
Something like for
also,
us to
don't be hesitant for me. Just friendly or
yeah,
personal advice. Don't be
yeah,
hesitant to post this in social media, because your thought is pure, that you want the people to
yeah,
be aware that he or she can do it also, and
yeah,
disregard, just ignore all those people who are going to hate you or bash you of
yeah.
doing things that you're truly
Honestly,
passionate about, right? You see me posting
yeah,
a lot of pictures, not because to flaunt it to the public that I'm doing this, I'm involved in the community, but my main purpose is to let the people know, for them to be aware that you can
mm,
join us, you can do the same thing also if you have the heart, if you are really willing to help the community. Simple as that, right?
yeah,
So again, Ahmed, thank you so much.
yeah.
I think
Thank you
we're
so
almost
much.
more than 1 hour. I don't want the people to get
Yeah, we still,
bored, but I think
yeah,
we share the knowledge to them, and in the future, inshallah, they can able to use it, especially if they really want to volunteer in the community, not only in Qatar, but also in Philippines and also around the world.
yes,
So thank you
yes,
everyone for watching us for
yeah,
another Mega Usap Tayo, and hope to see you again next week, because we have a very special guest, and
yes.
she's
For
very
that one.
very well known in Qatar also, not only in activities but about fashion, about image, about protocol and etiquette. It is
Perfect.
really very important to us, especially if you're facing the society or the community. You have the attitude also, and the image. It's not just, yeah, I'm here to volunteer, but of course You need
Yeah, yeah.
to have
It's
an
something like
image to
associated
face
with
the
yeah,
world. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Of course.
So hope you will enjoy your day, Ahmed. And thank you
Thank you
once
so
again.
much.
Yeah, for the time and also
Thank,
for your friendship and for your family. So wish you all the
thank you
best.
so much.
God bless you,
Yeah,
my friend.
yeah.
See you
Hope this
again.
Queen.
Huh?
Yeah. See you again soon, Baler.
Yeah, inshallah. So thank you and good night, Ahmed.
Good night. Masalam.
Yeah, masalam. Goodbye. You know how to turn off Ahmed, right?
No, you know it.
Sige. Asya, goodbye, Ahmed. Thank
Yeah,
you. So
but
hanggang sa muling mega
muli,
usap tayo. Take care everyone. Good night and God
yeah,
bless. Ciao.
abis